And we're live.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to all those who managed to get
Yeah, sorry for the mix-up.
Sorry.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
We had our buttons removed.
Yes.
It's fatal when you're trying to do a hangout if you have your button removed. Everything falls down.
Yeah, you gotta have your buttons. You gotta have your buttons figured out.
Welcome to Three Old Dudes and lots of other old dudes, young dudes, and various dudes. There's a marked absence of dudettes.
Just dudes.
I don't know, after this Chinese New Year period, I feel like I've got the knee joints of an old man, so I'm 50% old guy.
Indeed.
Oh, there's some poor bastard wandering around with no knee joints.
I'm gonna feel substantially older after snowboarding too. So.
Oh.
Now,
Yeah,
Simon, what are you drinking there?
My joint.
I'm drinking.
Is that Guinness?
It's a Trappist beer. It's brewed by monks in Belgium, and this is a sort of weakest beer. It's 7%. I did look in the supermarket at 9% and 10%, but I thought I'd go for their weaker version.
Yeah. I can remember in the bottle shop one time I saw, I think it was monk brewed beer, I don't know if it was Trappist beer, but it was in a clay crock with the cork in it. It was quite nice. It was like a ruby coloured, it was like ruby red, it was beautiful beer.
Well, this is sort of like thick and chewy.
Is that drinking that in a chimay glass, or what is it?
Mm.
I recognize
I
the
do like
lettering.
Chimay, yeah. Chimay is really nice.
I had some of that when I was at that Belgian beer festival.
Mm. Oh, that's good. Good beer. And Orval and Chimay, they're nice. Oh, my doors are open.
Nice.
So hopefully everybody that's in the chat area there did get a chance to catch Three Old Dudes on the 2.5 Oyagis.
Or vice versa. As it was
Or vice versa.
No.
It sort of turned into a Three Old Dudes show.
Wow.
It was quite a change for.
It was a good night, actually. Yeah, poor Hiko always looks really, really nervous.
It kind of took a while.
He knows.
I'm
I'm guessing because he knows what knows what you guys are like, and he knows what Victor's like, and he's like getting this lot together. He's like, what the hell is going to happen? And you know, am I going to be scarred for life after?
It's like an unstoppable force meeting an unmovable object.
You can
Indeed.
give.
There you go, Shay.
Hey, Shay.
Howdy.
And
That's a long
stuff.
time ago.
We're lacking in the in stuff department in your background there, at least. But
Yeah. Push the button, says Troy. Hi, Troy. Hi, John. Frederick.
Hey, it's ready.
Yeah, I haven't got comments or anything up, so I can't see anyone. Hi, whoever's there.
John McKay.
Oh.
Troy Bishop.
How's it going, gentlemen?
Very good, Shay.
It's good.
How are you?
It's good.
Doing great. Long time no talk.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Dean, I like your dolphins in the background there.
it's so like zen. Well, not really.
Zen for all, except for all the children that sound like they're getting murdered in the background. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's either that or the dirty mattress that's underneath it. So that's it.
That might get off a completely different vibe.
Yeah, some of the stains have taken shape, and they actually look like.
things.
I can't say anything. There's a young boy sitting right next to you. Go away.
How to treat grandchildren.
Well,
Three Old Dudes Guide.
10. Oh, he's 10. That's right. I don't know why. I thought he was 8. I'm missing 2 years. Fucking aliens, I tell you.
Oh. Yes.
Somebody
It's that damn Loch Ness monster, I'll tell you.
Pardon?
You heard me.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to turn Ren a new link. Hang on. Where are we? Copy.
It
So this is like buggered up my entire audience gathering.
It is. I have a replacement, well, for tonight anyway, for the dead air cricket and the parrot.
I thought that was what I guessed before. Sorry.
That's,
Nice.
I don't know. It could be, yes.
That's
Is that one of those things
You know
with
what it
tobacconists?
is?
That's a fart gun, right?
Oh,
If you've seen Despicable Me, you'll know what it is.
Oh God.
I could
It's
do a
fucking
real one,
excellent.
but I'll save everybody.
No,
from
we'll wait till Molly gets.
Over the internet, it sounds like one of those weird small droids from Star Wars. Like the replacing noise that they make.
Yeah. It's a prop.
yeah.
Oh. Nobody's talking. This is going to go off all night. What have we got any topics tonight? Like we had
Oh,
so careful for
the board. Has anyone checked the board tonight?
Shay hasn't been with us for a while. Shay, have you got a topic?
Oh yeah. Anything you want to discuss?
No, not really. My eyes are burning from allergies in this country.
Oh,
That's
yeah. I understand.
Okay.
That.
Rocket news is took a shit.
That was
we
the
have
first
hay
time
fever
that
going around
allergies
right
hit
now.
me. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we
yeah.
do have a topic. The late, great Leonard Nimoy passed away.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
He's dead, Jim.
Mm.
That's right, Planet Earth. Set your phases to sad.
Mm-hmm.
He lived long and
I
prospered.
Oh,
I
did
posted
he?
last night. Oh, sorry, go on.
No,
I was
yes.
disagreeing.
I was trying to see. Yeah, well, Frederick, do I hear a new parrot? No. that's Dean's grandchildren.
I'm confused.
Where were we? Leonard Nimoy.
Dean, isn't that your default setting?
Oh, yes, pretty much.
What happened? Why did you change your profile picture?
Stone Death.
That dog was an excellent profile picture. You should have kept that.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
Well, I thought you changed it to you sort of crossing your eyes.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
the
It was only half of it.
my banner, what do they call that? Not banner.
Lazy eye.
Yeah,
Lazy
the
eye.
big picture, the background. Yeah, whatever the fuck it's called.
Hmm.
Yeah, that. What do you mean crossing my eyes?
Yeah, the lazy eye
You
thing.
don't remember? On Facebook, you say your new profile picture.
Hmm.
I've never taken a photo of me crossing my eyes.
Somebody go and find that picture and prove me right, please.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a few months old because it's still got my I've still got the dyed black beard.
Mm. Yeah, there's another topic too. I have gum surgery today at 10 o'clock. That should be fun.
Ouch, that doesn't sound comfortable at all.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard I'm not going to be a happy camper afterwards.
Ow.
Oh, no.
At least a few days.
There we
was-
are.
Just,
We have
just dip your finger in some whiskey and rub it on the gums. That'll help.
Quick speak while we're at it.
Hmm. Yes.
Anybody else got any
Well,
surgery coming up we could discuss?
I was thinking about getting my vasectomy reversed, but
How does one do that?
Well,
gently.
yes. it's quite possible. I had a coworker, more than one coworker, who's done that successfully, to have children with younger wives that when they remarried.
Ah,
Oh.
there you go. You go.
Well, yeah, no, that's.
Why were you considering it, Dean?
Next second, Dean disappeared because his wife's been watching a stream in the other room and he's coming through in a honeymaker. Just come in flying.
A knife would come in and stab me in the throat or something. No, it's a long-running sort of joke between us. She initially, some years ago, wanted me to get it reversed. After we had 5 children, it was decided you're going to get a vasectomy, and yeah, that's what happened. Did, and then some years after that, she decided, I want more children, and I went, yeah. Okay, look, I'll go next week or the week after. I'm too busy this week, and it just never happened. I never went back to see about getting it reversed. I kept putting it off, and luckily now we're both heading towards 50, and it's too damn late.
Oh, I know. You never know. Next week on 3 Old Dudes.
No, it's because. No, it's definitely too late.
That could be your next video.
We could do that as a Patreon. I get a new microphone and you get a reverse vasectomy.
Reverse Dean's vasectomy. Yeah.
Those vasectomies, like, they aren't always 100% reliable, from what I understand, though.
Well, so far it has been.
So far, so good.
Is there anything in life that's 100% reliable other than dying? So.
Taxes. Taxes.
I don't know.
Not always. Not always. You don't have to pay taxes.
Where I live,
Yeah,
apparently, there's a woman. Well, apparently, death is not always guaranteed. Because this woman, where I live, at the service station, she passed out and was dead for like 5 minutes, and then she's like, boom, up alive again. So, you know, you're not always guaranteed to stay dead.
She was back behind the counter.
Those people who wake up in the morgue.
Yeah. You could wake up dead tomorrow.
I don't think you can wake up dead. But,
I only came in for a reverse vasectomy.
Right, this has gone dark fast.
Turned me into a nude.
No, we haven't even scratched the surface of dark. This is 18 plus, right?
Yes.
Wait till we get to the word of the term of the week.
If you really want dark, I can I'll drop my pants and bend over for you. But
I did send a link to Speed and Jay, but I think they politely did something else.
Well, Dean, you have heard that NASA has found organic materials near a black hole in the universe. So,
yes, it was mine.
Yes, that's why the Hubble Space Telescope is focused on Dean's house.
It wasn't greys. It was just little pale scientists from NASA that kidnapped me.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Indeed.
Indeed. Oh, let's see, something new. Well, something new to me this week. I got another car that's new to me because my other one was continually...
R34?
No. I'm afraid not. Not at this point in my life. Can't quite afford one of those. I don't actually know the designation for this. I got a Maxima. Nissan Maxima.
They can hammer hard.
Yeah.
Ultima, isn't it?
Respectable.
It's an Ultima.
Nissans are nice, yeah.
Well, shit, in the V8 supercar series here, you probably know, Dean, that they got Nissans in that now. Well, they're not really. They're the same car underneath, essentially, but, you know, still, Nissan's got a team, I think. Volvo have got a team, and I think... Toyota, I think Toyota's starting a team next year as well.
I bought the car without actually having ever been in one, or even seen one, just based on the features and the specifications. Because I didn't want to lose features from my car going to this car.
Yeah, those
And
Maximas.
Is it a 6?
Yeah, it's a 6.
Well, you can always drop a turbo in it if you really feel inclined to.
Yeah, it has 10 less horsepower than my Cadillac.
Oh.
So it's got 290 horse. That's enough.
Sorry.
Hey, Charlie.
Continue.
Hey,
They're a
Charlie.
bit heavy. They're a bit heavy, but I mean, you can feel
Yeah,
the 290.
Yeah, compared to my
Oh, yeah.
Cadillac, it's a flyweight. Because my Cadillac, when you put your foot in it, most of the times it would just result in wheel spin, unless you're already on the highway.
Right.
Yeah.
So this one, there is wheel spin, but I guess because of the CVT,
And it's a front-wheel drive.
yeah, it pops
So you
down the road a bit.
Yeah, you get wheel hop, but you don't spin so much.
Yeah, it's nice and tight. The more I drive it, the more I like it.
Yeah.
I know I don't live
And my son's in. I'm getting chocolate, of course.
John is asking, he says, whoa, doesn't Robert live in BC?
That's our mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, our mama lives in BC. Yeah. Actually, I should look at how much it weighs. It feels nice and tight. Definitely a firmer ride than the Cadillac, though.
I think they're somewhere around like
Not harsh,
26
but
or
it's
28, something like that. What year did you get?
2013. It was 2013 with 50,000 kilometers on the clock.
Yeah,
It
close.
was-
Oh, they're quite a bit heavier than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3,500.
Okay, so that's 500 less than the Cadillac.
Oh, just in case there's some dead air, our associate in Yokosuka has been kindly working on something for us.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Working on something.
Yeah.
It's always in the details.
This is from the Nerd Files. The 25 weirdest things about your body you'll ever learn. Number 8 is disgusting. Okay, let's have a
All right, I'm going to get into...
Cool.
Simon, I just noticed your glasses, so I got to put my
So
purple in.
we learned that our body's disgusting. That's number 8.
Your bladder can actually visibly grow when you feel like you have to pee. How can it
what?
visibly grow? You open bladder surgery and people can look while you...
Is it the fact that there's
there's
more microbes in your body than there are people that ever exist in the face of the earth?
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's a given.
That doesn't bother me, though.
There's another one.
I get along pretty
in
well
my
with my
case-
microbes.
In
you
my
were saying-
case, there must be more than will ever live on the face of the planet in the future as well.
I remember seeing one. It was either on I really fucking love science, that site, or something other, that they did a breakdown of all the constituent chemicals in your body and actually valued them. And I think the human body's only worth like $3 or something.
Wow. Here's something pretty deep. The fact that you have all these billions of microbes living in your body is like almost like its own universe in itself, its own ecosystem.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
So
So that makes me wonder if
body-
we're part of a larger body in our if we're
So it
just
makes
like
you
little
think-
microbes.
So there might be microbes in each
We're
of our
actually
bodies.
under control of the microbes, probably.
So there could be like 6 microbes in each of our bodies doing a YouTube stream right now called 3 Old Microbes.
We'd all probably be in the anal cavity microbe area, probably. There's a bunch
I
of
was going to
assholes
say, I
hanging
dread
out.
to think what's going on down there because
Well, the NASA scientists know already,
I've
Dave.
probably
You're all right.
got a whole. I've probably got an entire ecosystem in my butt crack. Probably something
I'm
like,
eating. Shut up.
A couple microbes from down under.
How
Well,
many
it's either-
endangered species do
no,
you
it's
have
either
down
that-
there, Dean?
It's either that or dingleberries.
Molly.
Jim.
Come on, moving swiftly on.
I was just thinking it's either dingleberries or miniature versions of the aliens out of Avatar. Not the Last Airbender, the blue people. What planet was that?
Well, what if
What are we on?
the last airbender micro in your ass crack?
The Klingons.
Okay, moving swiftly on. 34 weird
great
things you will see at a Chinese Walmart.
Where are you
Get
getting
this. So get this. I was hearing on the radio the other day
Oh.
that I think it was somewhere in California. Some holistic Whole Foods type store was selling raccoon meat, and from what I understand, that's like this real big delicacy for Chinese folks.
Mm.
And
Big hippies.
yeah, like the what is it? The FHA or whatever came in and shut the store down because apparently they're not allowed to sell raccoon meat.
Ooh.
You guys heard anything like that?
I remember seeing on Gizmodo or might have been Live Leak that there was this store in Russia that was raided by the state police for selling tiger and I think lion meat. Like they opened up their freezers, and there was like various animals in various states of dismemberment.
Oh, creepy. There's a restaurant in Texas that on the menu they have meats from all various animals across the world, like buffalo, kangaroo, beaver meat, anything that you want. You can get a burger.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Why would you need to go out to eat some beaver?
Loving that beaver meat.
Beaver.
Nice and meaty.
Oh yeah, yeah,
God.
yeah.
I
Beaver is
just
quite delicious.
happened to click on the link to the 10 weirdest things that turn men on. You did that.
Beaver meat.
I've eaten beaver. Smells like fish.
They've got the elusive bearded clam as well. Always elusive. For some, maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty crazy. We've got a place like that here in Colorado as well. I don't remember what they call it, the Chop House or something like that. But they've got like rattlesnake and freaking alligator and shark and all sorts of stuff.
There's a place down in Tampa, Florida like that. They've got alligator and bat and all kinds of weird shit.
Bat.
There was
Alligator
used to be
tail is actually quite
Bat
tasty, but rattlesnake on
there
the
used
other
to
hand.
be
not so much.
Okay, yes, there used to be a gypsy restaurant. I don't know whether it's still open in Adelaide, and they used to serve guinea pig. I never partook, but my aunt and uncle went there, and they didn't order it, but the people next to them did, and they said they actually they left the little feet on, so they're sort of like.
Little drumsticks?
Obviously gutted and everything. Yeah, they're sort of opened up and cooked, barbecued, whatever, and they need their little claws on them. So
Yeah, but even,
yeah. But you've got to have something
I
to
was-
hang on
The
to.
wings are
You know,
chewy, though.
hey, I'd be willing to eat guinea pig, but I don't know if I'd just, I would be worried about the side effects. If you want to go see a willy, just have a strong urge to start running in it.
have any of you guys ever eaten chicken feet? Like
Oh,
the
it's
Vietnamese
nice.
Chinese-style chicken feet?
There's
I
not much
tend to
meat on it, but it's nice.
Yeah, they taste good, but they're a lot of work for very, very little payoff, and I can only imagine guinea pig being about the same thing.
The KFCs in Japan sell chicken necks, and they're actually quite good.
Nice.
Yeah. At least
What I
the one
know
I
about-
had.
what I miss about KFC here in Japan, I'm not a big KFC fan to begin with, but when I do go to KFC in the States, I like to have the liver dinner, and they don't have that. They don't have that here in Japan.
Hmm.
They don't have the livers or the gizzards, do they? They have gizzards here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some giblets.
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 Wow.
Oh, that's a southern thing, if anything, right there. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry, guys.
Giblets.
I'm a tad bit sleepy tonight, so you may catch me yawning a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Quick. Get a good topic. 6 new rules of sex appeal, kindly provided by our friend Yoko Scratch. Okay.
Mandy in the comments says that cow feet are good too. I've never had cow feet or pig's feet. Pig's feet I hear about all the time, but
Yeah,
Okay.
they still
This will increase your sex appeal. Okay.
cow tongue though. You get a lot of cow tongue.
Cow
at, like,
tongue?
Yeah, beef tongue's really
places.
good. I like.
I'm not
Yeah.
cross purposes here.
I don't like pig tongue. That shit's nasty.
You cook up some of that cow tongue though. You slap it in some lemon juice.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
That's some
Yeah, I
good stuff.
find that
How
the
does
cows
that
and pigs
increase your
don't
sex
like to be
appeal?
kids.
Or am I?
Just don't eat the cow brain.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of gravy in general. I don't know.
We're losing Mully.
Molly, you like gravy?
Wavy gravy.
I make my own gravy.
Flaunt your wit is one of the things that increases your sex appeal. So flaunt your wit.
Love gravy, yeah.
Wow. I
Simon,
don't have much
we're-
weight to
we're
begin with,
so
so there's not
unsexy.
much to flaunt.
Yeah, indeed.
Simon, Bernie is noting the lack of your hat today,
But it's here, Bernie. It's here.
and
it's next to
Posey's
me.
here as well.
Hi, Posey. Hi, Bernie.
Posey. Is Posey in here?
And
Yeah, Posey's here.
Posey.
and Wasabi Cars is here.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
Okay.
Just some
Yeah.
new-
No,
new
Daniel said
faces
that we're
that are-
gross.
Guys.
But I mean, that's like stating the obvious, really.
Hmm.
Dun, da, da.
Right. What else have we got?
Mully likes the
Oh, I
white
have-
gravy.
Holy what?
Troy says Mully likes the white gravy.
10 weird things that are floating around in space. Dean Dingleberries.
Dean's Dingleberries.
All 10 of them.
He counted.
So the only thing between us and an alien invasion.
It's our defense shield.
God help us all.
So what Ronald Reagan was talking about in the 1980s wasn't lasers, it was just freaking Dean's Dingleberries.
That's it.
20
Look where that
mind-blowing
got.
facts. 20 mind-blowing facts about what? 20 mind-blowing facts you didn't know about Burger King.
Don't think I want to know
Sell
about that.
food.
We're
Well,
looking at these chicken fries here in
Jehovah
Colorado.
watches over Burger King. What's this? What the fuck? All right. Well, when Janelle Jones pulled into her local Burger King in Rochester, New Hampshire, all she wanted was a sweet tea and a junior spicy chicken sandwich.
I know where this one goes.
Instead, she received 2 blank deposits bags full of cash. The cash totaled $2,361, which Mrs. Jones and her husband Matthew, who are Jehovah's Witnesses, briefly considered keeping. However, they decided to return the money, telling staff that Jehovah sees everything. Oh dear. I might go to Burger King, and say, have you heard the good news?
All I said was
Right,
these
right,
beers
fuck
were
money
good
for it.
enough for Jehovah.
I'll
Everyone knows where that's from.
it says Jehovah.
Wow, just looking, I look pretty comfortable on this picture.
Are you though?
Not
Are you
really. My back.
It just look comfortable. It's not comfortable.
Looks aren't everything. Looks aren't everything.
That's what my wife keeps telling me.
See if I can find it.
You need to get that reverse vasectomy, Dean. There.
What'd you do to your back, Molly?
Just not moving much today.
Yeah.
Here, I'll be Cassie for tonight.
Who?
Yeah. Yeah. Looking like he hasn't put anything up in a while. I haven't seen any videos from him.
I'll be Cassie Walken for tonight.
Oh yeah, Walking Casino.
The Walking Casino.
Hey, for you guys that voted for my guitar thing on Facebook, thanks.
Yeah, I tried finding that, but I didn't know which color it was, so I didn't vote.
Oh my
I think-
God! Jesus
I
Christ!
think the latest link I put up there works.
Yeah, the one that Tomoko put up as well. That worked.
Charlie,
Yeah, John-
Charlie gets 5 points for the Indiana Jones reference in the comments, by the way. Five points to Charlie.
John McKay says Muddy looks like he's struggling to keep his eyes open. Yeah.
Oh, here's a good one. Do you know the weirdest foods that you should try before you die? Fried brain sandwiches from America.
Fried brains.
Fried brain
Fried
sandwiches.
what?
Fried brain sandwiches.
Oh, yeah, look, I've had
So from what I
I've had brain.
understand, brain, yeah, is very similar texture-wise to liver, right? Is that what I'm
Yeah, pretty,
understanding?
yeah, that's fair.
Minus the stringy bits?
Well, hopefully, otherwise,
Now you can have fried spider in Cambodia. There we go.
hopefully the parasites that live in the liver. No.
There's things that live in the liver?
Parasites, if you're unlucky.
Yeah, but the liver pretty much kills everything, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
Isn't that what it's for, to filter out all the garbage?
right.
Yeah. I don't know.
We don't have a liver on 3 old dudes.
So let me get a sea of hands here. Who's tired of that white, gold, black, blue dress picture that keeps popping up on Facebook?
Well,
Oh, I
watching
love
that on. I saw a thing that they had a thing about that on BBC World News. They actually had to found the person that actually sells the dress, and it's actually just blue and black because the way there was shot, the lighting made it did something to your brain, like the colours or something, optical illusion or something.
I'm sorry. There's
thing
no
was-
way that I could see white or gold on that picture. I tried,
I saw
and
both.
maybe my brain
Right, so
is just
here's-
not wired for that.
Well,
I don't know.
Here's the
see
thing
black.
that's tripping
I just
me
saw
out,
black
right?
and blue.
Because it's not the
Well, when
same
I-
picture that you see in all those things.
When I turned it on, the
Right.
first thing I saw was white and gold. And when I saw
Yeah.
people post with black and blue, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then there's a black dress just behind it on the left side. So I zoomed in on that, and when I zoomed in on that, my eyes focused on that black dress on the left. The other one turned black and blue, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is
Well,
that there's several pictures that are going around. So when I first saw it, like 2 days ago, it was
Right.
it was definitely like whitish and gold. And then I was trying to tell my wife about it last night, and the later ones, like they changed the contrast in it or something. The actual picture is different. And now
Oh.
I'm seeing it as black and blue. I'm like, what the hell just happened? I know that this was white and gold yesterday. And there's like three different
I've seen
circles.
all the different contrasts,
Yeah.
and none of them appear white and gold to me. It just looks like
well,
someone changed the contrast on a blue and black dress. That's it.
I
I don't
remember
know.
saw it.
I've never seen the white and gold ever, so I don't get it.
Buy it, try it on, and see what happens.
I've seen both. I was actually
I
scrolling down on
haven't been able
Facebook.
I haven't been
came across, and
able
it
to
changed
see
colour
white.
before my eyes.
I haven't been able to see blue and black at the top of the dress, only at the bottom.
Right.
At the top,
Yeah,
at the
I've
top.
seen-
only white
Yeah, it's
and
got
gold.
that like big goldish section, so I don't know.
Well, one time I was scrolling and it was as it was moving up my screen, it changed colour.
Oh, that's weird.
I know, right?
That is a pretty trippy picture, though.
Hang on.
It's funny
Oh,
how
I,
much.
I have a review. I have a review of this dress.
So I came in.
256 customer reviews. Much to my dismay, the dress was not blue and black, as pictured on the site, but rather white and gold and kind of faintly glowing. Annoyed, I decided I might as well try it on, since it was at my house anyway. I can't tell you what the fit was like because when I put it on, my body completely disappeared. I looked in the mirror, and there was nothing more than a floating dress, shimmering and pulsating with colour, slowly morphing from blue to black to golden and white to blue to black again. By now, I was really annoyed and made up my mind to return the dress. But when I tried to take it off, I found that I couldn't. The more I tried to take it off, the tighter it clung to my body. "What is going on?" I shouted. And suddenly I heard giggling. I spun round, or rather, the floating dress spun round, my body having yet to reappear. I'm standing there with two blonde 6-year-old girls. "It needs souls," they said. And then they ran out of the room giggling. I ran out of the room after them, but they were gone. I think they're still in the house, though, because ever since this, someone has been eating all of my goldfish crackers and string cheese. Would not recommend this product. How hard it is to use a keyboard when you can't see your fingers.
Oh, nice. Robert, that picture is freaking awesome, by the way.
I came in here last night, and Tomoko was sitting on the chair here in the living room, so I came in, I dropped my pants, I said, "Do you see a dick and two balls, or two balls and a dick?"
Are they blue and black or gold and yellow?
I'd like to see it both ways.
Alright. I
When
found
you
that
go
anecdote.
gold, you done been sold.
I found this amusing joke before. So the salesman refuses to leave lady's front doorstep. Her response is genius. An old lady answered the knock at the door one day only to be confronted by a well-dressed young man carrying a vacuum cleaner. "Good morning," said the young man. "If I could take a couple of minutes of your time, I would like to demonstrate the very latest in high-powered vacuum cleaners." "Go away," said the old lady. "I haven't got any money," and then proceeded to close the door. Quick as a flash, the young man wedged his foot in the door and pushed it wide open. "Don't be so hasty," he said. "Not until you have seen my latest demonstration." With that, he emptied a bucket of horse shit on the hallway carpet. "If this vacuum cleaner does not remove all the traces of this horse shit from your carpet, madam, I will personally eat the remainder." The old lady stepped back and said, "Well, I hope you got a damned good appetite because they cut off my electricity this morning."
Oh, jeez. And that's how you get liver parasites.
Did everybody see that picture that Robert posted? The black and gold Ranger, the Power Ranger.
Yeah, I saw that.
Blue and black.
I saw that yesterday. A friend of mine on Facebook put that up. Yeah.
So that brings up another good thing that I've seen recently. Have you guys seen the rated R version or short film of the Power Rangers movie? You guys seen any of that?
Oh, yes, yeah.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
I saw the
That
first link.
needs
I'm like, this is gonna be crap, and I put
That
it
needs
on.
to become a thing.
Yeah, I was actually fairly impressed.
Yeah, I mean anything with that
Katie
what's
Sackhoff.
that? Is it Van de Beek?
Sorry,
James
I'm
Van de
reading
Beek.
more reviews on that dress.
The Dawson's Creek guy. Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was pretty good, surprisingly.
Yeah, I think they could make that work.
Sorry.
Just
You're
like
cracking yourself up about that dress still, are you?
Yeah. The good works equally well as a formal or business casual attire. The bad carves a crooked path through perceptual reality and leaves behind it a wake of confusion and an existential crisis. Also unforgiving on the hips. Oh dear, I'll have to get one.
See you, Mandy.
Oh, Mandy, we'll see you.
See ya.
I'm going to go. Oh, thanks, Mandy. That was great.
The still funny thing about that interview at the BBC, did that chick look like she was on something? Because she was smiling way too much. She was like freaking really way too happy to be a normal person.
It wouldn't surprise me.
All right, so what's next on the agenda? What else have we got?
Back to the flipboard.
Back to the flipboard. Who's got the whiteboard?
10 weird things Americans are doing in the snow. Look. Let's have a look. Leaping
saw
off
that ice bar
three-story
that's-
buildings. Building a cocktail bar and inviting neighbours over. That's not so weird. Dressing as a Yeti. Also not so weird.
I
I don't know what they do
at
with
least once
Belgium,
every
but that's
few weeks.
weird.
Selling it. That's also not weird. Quick, get the fart gun.
Here's a new topic on Reddit. Are black people actually gold?
So speaking of snow, Simon, how much snow has everybody here actually seen in person? Like not going somewhere, but like snow at your house. Like you wake up and there's a crap ton of snow. Like what's the most you've seen yourself?
Like snowflakes.
Dean's answer is probably easy.
Actually, I'm in Australia too. I've actually seen a few snowflakes. It was that ridiculously cold one winter, and it was actually a few snowflakes, but that's all as far as it went.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I think I saw one once at Lobethal. It was extremely cold one year, about like 30 years ago.
I've been in a property.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's 77, 78 in Cincinnati. I mean, we had like 12, 13-foot snow drifts. The Ohio River was frozen over. Yeah, I remember that. That shit was nasty, man.
Nice.
And I remember not only the blizzard, but in '81 we had like the record temperature, a wind chill of -60.
Ooh.
Man, it was so fucking cold. You could stand outside, you would spit, and your spit would turn to ice before it hit the ground.
Oh god,
dude,
it was fucking nasty, man. I was out. I had to stand out and wait for a bus that day, and I'd take my gloves off, and I couldn't even bend my fingers.
Dude, it's like, have you seen those videos of people that are in like Antarctica or whatever, one of those things, and they take a pot of boiling water, you throw it up in the air, and it just disappears?
Yeah, it's like that, yeah.
A friend of mine did that last winter. He's in New Jersey, and he did that, and he had a boiling pot of water in the air, and it just froze before it even hit the ground.
That's insane. Yeah, I think the most I've seen, that you guys will have to do the conversion for you people in the metric system, but about 42 inches of snow.
Whoa.
Outside
Hold on,
my
let
door.
me put my pants off.
That's about 3.5. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Let me fold this in half.
Well, speaking of that water trick, well, we have the opposite one in Australia. You can take a thing of ice water, throw it in the air, and some, and by the time it hits the water, it's spoiled.
Nice.
By the time it hits the ground, it's hot water.
Yeah, look at Troy talking about Miami, Florida.
They got down into the 60s one day.
A long sleeve shirt.
That always trips me out when I go to Japan, because we'll go to Japan in winter sometimes, or in, around October, and people are bundled up. They got these like parkas on with freaking, they call them mufflers, of course.
Yeah.
But and I'm walking around in like shorts and short sleeves. It's like when me and my cousin
went to Hokkaido.
Yeah, me and my cousin. So we went to Hokkaido, and so we weren't there in the winter, right? It was May, so it was still kind of chilly. But we were there with short sleeves, shorts on, and when we were getting off the plane, the lady's like, "Oh, I feel so bad for you. You're gonna be so cold." Like, I think we got this.
I wear shorts all year round.
Yeah,
And I
it's not
found
bad.
my microphone is muted.
This long sleeve waffle knit shirt right now, but this is it. I wear this with a t-shirt over it and shorts. That's all I wear. I don't even wear underwear.
Yeah, I'm the same.
You got some insulation there, Molly.
Yeah, I don't want the boys to get cramped up.
Gotta keep the boys.
Yeah, I don't smoke in the house. I go outside to smoke, and I'll be sitting out on the porch having a cigarette, and somebody will walk by and they'll say, they'll be bundled up like they're in fucking Alaska or something. They'll say, "Aren't you cold?"
I get that all the time, and I even wear long sleeve shirts and a coat, but people still just ask me, because I'm not wearing like a hat or a scarf or anything, "Aren't you cold?" I'm like, no, not really. So,
Well, I'm sure.
Cold.
When they ask me if I'm cold and I tell them no, I'm sure the thought runs through their head, "Fat bastard."
Yeah, I get that all the time.
So, seems I'll try this again with my microphone unmuted. Outdoor Canada has an article.
Hold it, real quick. Troy Bishop's wanting to know how many centimeters are an inch. 2.54.
2.5. Yeah. We can call it 2.5. The 0.04.
2.5 yards.
2.5.
5.5 voyages.
For those lucky enough.
Indeed. So, Outdoor Canada. They said apparently New Brunswick man's custom-built outhouse was stolen. This is a guest post by Joel Buxton. Yeah, apparently when Morris Harris feels a call of nature, he heads to his hunting camp. And when he's hunting, he feels a different call of nature. That's a job for his outhouse. At least it was until a thief made a clean getaway with a 500-pound John, custom built by Harris. A regular visitor to his hunting camp at Clarence Ridge, New Brunswick, Harris installed the outhouse in the middle of the bush where he parks his camper every year. Harris told CTV he finds the whole incident very perplexing. First of all, I couldn't believe it. Second of all, I thought, who would steal an outhouse? Harris estimates that the 4 by 5 foot commode is valued at $600 to $700, not including reading material.
Reading material.
Yeah, apparently he's giving the thief an opportunity to come clean and return the outhouse before involving the police. He's alerted his friends in the area and posted a notice on Kijiji, hoping that an observant Good Samaritan will help him identify the culprit. Despite being caught with his pants down, Harris will continue to hunt at Clarence Ridge. In the meantime, he just might have to flush any thoughts of privacy from his mind.
Sounds like he's in deep shit.
Okay, well, here's a question for everybody in here. Who reads on the toilet? Who's a reader? I am.
Me.
I don't have time.
Right here.
Yeah, I don't tend to go in there and try to enjoy myself while I'm taking care of business. It's like get in, get out.
No. That is the quiet time. That's where you got to do your reading. I mean, that's like a sanctuary, man.
That's
like
where
meditation
road
time.
and track and car and driver come in very
Yeah,
handy.
meditation time. You're just like you're chanting those mantras. Like that.
I'm meditating.
There are people out there that
So very zen.
there are people out there that'll get halfway out, pinching off, and finish. You know, I can't do that.
No, fuck that. No.
That's nasty.
I'll sit there till my feet come numb.
Oh, that's nasty.
Mully doesn't wear underwear because he has a crotch to keep the boys warm. But you said that already. You beat him to it. Speed, you're a bit slow.
Always am.
All they got to do now is bring back the trap door unders.
Mm.
Oh, like the long johns, the red long johns with the button in the back where you can just
Hey guys, I'll
open them
tell
up
you.
and take a shit.
You know, whoever's talking about the trapdoor long johns, I actually have a pair. You can get them at LL Bean. But my ex's family, their house, the toilet there, it doesn't have running water in the toilet.
Oh shit!
Nice.
The toilet. It's a Western style toilet, just like we're used to, but it's got a trap door at the bottom of it, and it drops the waste. The shit drops down in there, and then every like a month or a month and a half, they come and they bring a truck up and suck it out.
Oh. What a shitty job.
Now,
That's
I
horrible.
can remember seeing something
Right.
The
on
wrong
Rocket
thing, you
News.
texture the inside of that thing.
I remember seeing something on Rocket News about 2 months ago that in China somewhere there was a one of those trucks that actually exploded in the. It was going down the street and it was a rather built-up area. And one of those trucks that's just gone, poof.
oh
It
fuck!
sounds bad.
Well, you know,
It
in
sounds
China,
bad, right?
they-
But the grass
they
is probably
collect
the
human
greatest it's
waste.
ever been.
Yeah, in China they collect human waste, boil it down, and that's what they fry like street food in. I've heard.
I've heard of
Like
that. Yeah, they get.
Yeah, like this
so-
one old lady earned enough money from selling shit oil to buy a house in China.
I,
Yeah.
You're,
I ain't going to China.
Yeah, fuck eating the street food in China. I don't want to risk that. So.
Yeah, I think it was Vice did something about that. They'll go around to like the garbage and they'll pick out all sorts of stuff, dead mice, anything that they can boil down and get the fats out of, and then they'll cook food and they'll go and sell it to the little street vendors that are frying food in it.
Yes.
It's
I don't know. I've just got this.
Nasty.
I've just got this image of Homer with his car. Did you ever see the episode where he was collecting fat?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that where he's going down they're going into the school and the only place he can think of putting a hose to hold onto it is his backside
Yeah.
and he's falling into it.
Yeah, that's it. Wow, that's just. Okay, what else?
Quick, fart gun.
Oh, that was a wet one.
Absolutely brilliant.
So,
That's where we've been.
if evolution was indeed the real deal, how come we haven't evolved to not have to crap ourselves at least once a day? Maybe once every 3 days for some people, but
I always ask the question similar to that, but I think if we were intelligently designed, why would somebody design us to have a shithole?
Exactly. Why can't we just
the Chinese
recycle
could
it?
fry their food. What would the Chinese do if they couldn't fry their food?
That is exactly right. It's all part of God's divine plan for the Chinese.
Yeah, but who puts a waste processing centre next to a fun park?
Well, here's the deal, guys. This is the truth.
Solid Green's people.
This is the truth. You guys listen to Mully. I know everything. The reason that the vagina and the asshole are so close together is so we can
Pick
carry
them
them
up
like
like a six pack.
Come on, Tish.
Hey,
That's
Dean,
how the
don't spit on my
caveman drugged
show.
their women around, not by the hair, but by that method, right? So
The gooch.
yeah.
Sorry, I just picture
It's
Silent
been
moment.
saying fart gun. What the fuck?
Silent moment. I think we surprised ourselves with that one a little bit.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And
Wow.
that's hard to do.
Posey, then look at the comments this Posey made, haha, rim shot. Unfortunate choice of words there. Posey, mate, was so sweet and innocent before she started coming to these shows.
Troy with the Fight Club reference. Very nicely done.
Hey, guys, here's a headline for you. Are we doing headlines in here at all?
Sure.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Yeah, let's do headlines. Dude.
Here's one. Breaking news. U.S. Representative Paul Ryan announces his plan to visit poor people's homes to ask for their food stamps back.
Is this from The Onion?
No, I don't know what this site is. Paula Dean announces that she supports gay marriage even for all those tap dancing little Negroes.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Wow. Shots fired.
Oh, she's
Shots fired.
classic, isn't she?
So what about Japan and their blackface minstrel show that's on TV in 2015?
Cancelled, or
Isn't
is
that
it
crazy?
still
They
going?
canceled it though, didn't they?
They didn't. Well, it's still. I mean, if you come to Utsunomiya, at least we have a tanning salon that's called Blackie Tan. So it's not just regulated to TV shows. It's a pretty widespread ignorance here about racial stereotypes. So.
Well, here's the thing.
Always.
Here's the thing you gotta realize though. The Japanese people don't have racism against black people. It's not in their history. It's not in their culture.
Right.
Now I understand the sensitive subject of the blackface. I totally understand that. and I'm on the side of, hey, they shouldn't be doing that. But at the same time, you know, nobody says a word. Victor brought this up tonight. Nobody says a word when you see a Japanese girl with blonde hair and blue contact lenses.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't come with the same. It doesn't hit the same, right? It doesn't come with the same punch.
Right,
Well,
but at the same time, it's the exact same thing for them.
Right.
Yeah. In Japan, it's Japanese and everyone else. That's kind of how.
Right.
Yeah.
And if anything, they're doing it because they want to be more like those people that they're
That was
emulating.
my argument too.
True.
Like when I first started chatting on Facebook about it, it's like, I'm pretty sure they're not doing it for any nefarious reasons, right? It's
Now, what I
probably
have heard is that the Momoito have canceled. I'm sure that show is going to go on as planned, but they've canceled an appearance that they were supposed to make, and I think they were supposed to make it dressed up like that. So you know, maybe that petition got a little bit of the wheels turning. You know,
could be.
Could be. It's a good thing.
Absolutely.
There's a question though. Is it's
No question.
Huh?
No questions.
No questions.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Now, is ignorance an excuse for racism?
Everyone's ignorant
for
of something,
Japanese
though, right?
people already. I mean, just in general. I don't know.
Everyone's ignorant of something, though, aren't they? I don't think ignorance in itself is bad. It's just if you're willful about it, if you don't want to look into something different, that's what's wrong. Just being ignorant about something, you know, that's not. There's nothing good or bad about being ignorant. We're all ignorant about something, you know.
Right.
So. Sorry.
Something, of course, can still be insensitive or you know, make somebody feel a certain way. Right. But if you don't have, if it's not intentional, right? If you're not trying, you know, I think racism has a lot to do with intent. If you're doing a certain thing or saying a certain thing with the intention of hurting somebody or bringing somebody down, then yeah, I mean that's straight up racism. It doesn't change the fact that what you're saying or whatever, like let's just say you're ignorant about it, doesn't change the fact that it might be insensitive or offending to somebody. But in the underlying racism of whatever it is there, but you are not being racist by doing it because you didn't know. That's my opinion on it.
Well, if you guys remember back around Halloween, I posted that up on Facebook. If I wanted to go out as Michael Jordan for Halloween, and I bought a Bulls uniform, shaved my head, and painted myself black, would that be racist? And I got a lot of negative comments about that.
Right.
But my feeling on that is, I love Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's like the coolest person that ever lived. Now, what would be the difference? In my opinion, if you're going to go out as Michael Jordan, you need to put on the black. And if a black person wants to go out as Superman, he needs to put on the white. But if I said you needed to put on the white to be Superman, I'd be a racist.
Well, this has taken a turn for the series, hasn't it? Yeah, no, you can't.
I'm confused.
It's a good topic.
I mean, he brings up a good point, though. I mean, you know, it's. I think people. I think it is a sensitive topic, but I think there are people out there that are just looking to get offended by something, and so they'll latch on to anything, you know. So like, well, look at Robert Downey Jr. in that movie Tropic Thunder, was it?
Oh yeah,
I didn't really see anyone complain about it. Everyone was like, "Wow, he's really good," you know.
Right.
And it's like, what is the difference between that and Mully dressing as Michael Jordan? You know, just because one's a professional actor and one's not. Right.
And you know what? If I went out as Michael Jordan without going black, somebody would say, white people can't jump that high.
Except Larry Bird. Wait, was he a dunker? I don't know.
He was a 3-point shooter.
Well, Larry wasn't white. Larry was clear, right? That's what Space Jam taught me.
Troy,
yeah,
Troy says, we as a species need to find a difference between each other to make ourselves feel more individual and important, which we are not. We are a speck of sand floating in a sea of infinity. What have you been drinking?
Who said that?
More like smoking.
Troy.
Yeah, you're right. This topic is getting a little deep. I got a fart joke.
I got a fart gun.
Well, that was a wet one.
Funeral for robot dogs. Shall we go with a funeral for robot dogs?
Right on, guys. Well, I'm leaving to go snowboarding here in about half an hour, so I'm gonna call it.
Oh wow!
It's been fun. It's been real fun.
All right, man.
Well, enjoy.
Guys, somebody will have to hit me up that term of the week on Facebook after it drops.
Oh, yes, you may regret that, but yes.
I never regret anything.
Oh, hang on.
Except that one thing. And I was drunk.
So, yeah, right.
Well, that got off
And
the
then
clock.
there was six.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I sounded like reminded myself of
What's going on?
Dat was de game die op 2 paletten gezet had in de magazijn, hè? So die twee
Okay, did you guys hear the one about the guy that farts in bed every morning?
Ik heb die twee. Ik heb het
Okay.
de restant die. Ja, die staan dus 2 paletten buiten in de klaar. Aan de
Okay.
table zelf. Ja.
Somebody, Silent Simon,
Yeah. Okay.
mute him.
I did.
Okay, so a guy and his wife, every morning they wake up and the guy farts really loud. It stinks really bad. And the wife tells him, one of these days you're going to shit your guts out. But he never gives up. Well, Thanksgiving Day rolls around. The wife's downstairs making the turkey, and she's gutting it, getting all the stuff out of it. So she plays a little joke on him. She goes up, and she puts the turkey guts in between his legs, around his asshole, on the bed, all over the place. So the guy wakes up, he farts a couple times, and she hears this curdling scream from the bedroom. Ah! About 10 minutes later, he comes down, and she says, "What was that scream, honey?" And he said, "Well, you know, it's just like you told me. One of these days I'm going to shit my guts out. I let my farts, and I looked down, and there they were." And she said, "Are you okay?" And he said, "Yeah, a little Vaseline, 2 fingers. I got it all back in."
The visual that just popped into my mind was all that I needed for that one. Wow.
Oh man, yeah. No,
That's not your joke.
Oh, sweet. Oh.
Okay, so can I tell you a good joke that's actually funny?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
You can do anything you want on this show.
This woman and her husband is very controlling, and he doesn't like her
Right.
doing things on her own, but it's her birthday, and he allows her to go out, but he tells her, "I want you home by 11 o'clock." So she's out with her friends, and they're drinking, they're having a good time. They go to a strip bar, they're, you know, putting bills in the strippers' underwear and, you know, doing all the good stuff. And they're drinking. Next thing you know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. And she's drunk off her fucking ass. They take her home. She knows she's late. She knows she's going to be in trouble. It's going on 3 in the morning. So she slowly opens the door and goes in. And
Sorry.
she bumps into the table. She's trying to be quiet. And she finally makes it into bed and slides in right next to her husband, and he doesn't wake up. Well, the next morning, she's down in the kitchen, and the husband comes down. He says, He says, "What time did you get in, hon? What time did you get in last night, hon?" And she said, "Oh, it was about 11." And he says, "Well, I think we need to get our clock fixed." And she said, "Why is that?" And he said, "Well, around 3 o'clock, the cuckoo clock went off. It went, cuckoo, cuckoo, son of a bitch."
I've got a message from Speed for you, from Mully. He says, if Mully painted himself black, just like Michael Jordan.
What is that?
What the hell was that?
That was Shay.
Huh.
Who was that?
Oh, that was an explosion.
I don't know.
Like, what the fuck's going on? Japanese internet. Right, there's an earthquake. There's an earthquake in Shay's apartment or something.
Wow.
Sound like his sound, microphone input was just going ballistic.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was the crowd going crazy over my jokes.
I was just about to
funny, right?
message from Speed Kim. If Mully painted himself black and dressed like Michael Jordan, I wouldn't scream racist. I'd scream, damn, Jordan let himself go.
That's a
Speed
good
is your
point.
friend.
That's actually very good.
Someone's
Hey,
microphone just
give that-
exploded. Oh.
Troy Bishop said, "I did a rocket just launch."
Why do I hear my voice? Asks Bernie Lowe. You secretly come onto the hangout, Bernie. I don't know.
Wow, how drunk is Bernie? She's like hearing her own voice. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, came in it.
Yeah.
Quick, get some Vaseline and push it back in. Says Danny. I'm not quite sure what he's talking about.
What, with 2 fingers from Vaseline.
John shit his guts out.
Me?
There you are. That was a serious technical issue. Are you alright now? Are you alright now, Shay?
Oh, it was a Shay? Okay.
Hang on, unmute yourself.
No, its microphone is dead. Your microphone is dead, Shay.
Whoa.
Well, nope. Nope.
Oh. Oh.
Dude, you've got some major
As-
problems. Oh, bye.
As Ralph Wiggum would say, "Ow, my freaking ears!"
Indeed. That was weird. That's something to do with Ingberries, I
Oh.
reckon.
I
Yeah.
can't remember whose stream it was on, but I heard this joke. It was like, what did one saggy boob say to the other saggy boob?
Oh, that was
If we
on
didn't
that was on 2.5 yards.
I was
I
trying
seem
to
to, I,
narrow it down. Saying it.
Well, what's the
where are we?
Nope.
No?
Oh, we can hear you now.
Yay! That's
No,
good.
okay, it's not the microphone. What happened, I don't know what happened. I hit the laughter button one time, and it apparently got stuck. So remind me not to Google it. Never again. Never, ever again will I ever press that button again. So,
Wow.
There shall be no laughter on Three Old Dudes. No artificial laughter allowed.
now, the thing is, I couldn't hear the laughter at all. That's why, and so apparently everyone else did, so I done fucked up. So, sorry.
Oh,
You had
dear.
one thing to do, Shay. One thing to do.
Yeah, I had one job, I guess.
One job.
Oh, John McKay, will we ever find out what the saggy boobs were saying? Carry on, Sean.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay, alright, here we go. What did one saggy boob say to the other saggy boob? Shit, if we don't get any support quick, they're going to think we're nuts.
And Posey says while snacking on chicken farts. What the hell are they talking about in comments?
What the hell is that? Chicken. Well, I think I understand. But
Okay, see you, Troy.
Bye, Troy.
Toodles.
Troy.
Does anyone else eat does everyone know what the Parson's nose is on the chicken?
That's
Yeah, the bum.
That's his bum, yeah.
Does anybody here eat it?
Yeah.
why on earth would you eat that?
And my mother used to have pitched battles over who got the Parsons in this.
Oh, God.
I always refused to eat it until about
It's really sweet.
49, and never. I know now. I thought, I bit the chicken's butt bullet, I suppose, in a way, and I tasted it the other week, and it's really nice.
And you regretted all those years that you missed.
No, but I dare say it's a bit like there's a lot of work. Well, not a lot of work. It's just like very, you don't get much out of it, but it does taste nice. So if anyone out there has never tried a chicken's bum, go and get one now.
Well, it's not really the bum, it's the tail, but
A chicken what?
Chicken
It's the tail of the chicken.
The Parsons. Not actually.
Yes, I was thinking of getting people like well, we could get Mikey Chen on and again, and she could give us a recipe for it.
Chicken
Chicken's bum. We'll have a chicken's bum recipe, please, Mikey.
See if Laura's got a recipe for cow asshole.
Well, actually, guys, I am actually going to have to go soon, so thanks for the chat. It was nice catching up.
Yeah.
Thanks for dropping
Next time.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah, sorry for breaking everyone's eardrums. I apologize.
It's okay.
Dude, I thought you were trying to tear a hole in the universe for a second.
That was my ultimate plan, and it failed. So, all right, have a good night, guys. Or good day. See you later.
Yes, Speed, we are talking about eating chicken assholes. Would you like me to send you a link, Speed? And we can embarrass your entire work. You know what also tastes sweet? Says. No, I don't know what also tastes sweet. Oh God. No, I'm not reading that out. You can tell that to Dean.
Is it too early for the term of the week?
Is it too early for the term of the week? Yeah, so we've got about another 14 minutes. You'll have to hold it in.
Hold it on.
Okay.
Hold it
All
on.
right, guys, so
Hold it in.
let's see if I can score one here. What's the difference between a zit and a Catholic priest?
I don't know. What's the difference between a zit and a Catholic priest?
Well, at least the zit waits till you're a teenager before it comes on your face.
Oh. Yeah.
Wow.
Man, I used to be a Catholic.
Why do page boys always have to seem to have a part? Why do page boys always seem to have mid parts in their hair? Because they're always down on their knees, and the priest is all "Bless you, my son. Bless you, my son."
God. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Why can't you? I've got to send him a link to join. All right.
We're all going to hell.
Hell yeah.
Right. Speed is having a dump. That's why he can.
Well, apparently you can go. Only goes to a local yakitori, a nearby yakitori place, and gets an order of chicken farts.
Chicken hearts. Ah, not chicken farts.
I'm reading in the comments. Farts. It clearly says farts.
Bloody Rob Chan wants to know, Dean, do you have any little Johnny jokes? I'm not quite sure what he's talking about.
Only in my pants.
Oh. Alright, here we go. Let's see, what have we got here?
Yes, we did
Tech
try to.
support guy gets yelled at over the phone. What he does next is genius. He says, "I work in the engineering department late in the evening." He says, "Pennsylvania Support Center, how may I help you?" The caller says, "The cleaning crew just came to my office and now my mouse doesn't work. The cursor just jumps all over the screen randomly when I move it. They broke my mouse. I need a new one." Well, the tech support guy says, "You have a Spark station with an optical mouse, right?" The caller says, "Yes, with the cool glass mouse pad. The old school optical mouse." Man, it's not a joke. They lied.
Oh, hit the lead balloon button. Have we got a lead balloon button?
That's weird. I just typed in Aussie jokes and a picture of Tony Abbott. Oh, sorry, that was obvious, wasn't it? Tony Abbott.
Quick, fart gun, or something.
Oh God, we've hit the gutter.
God Almighty! Again.
Already, we've only been on for
Maybe
an hour
we
and
should-
20 minutes.
That combo with the fart gun with the mariachi thing, it sounded like a freaking, had like a mariachi band had Montezuma's Revenge. Well, it all mixed up.
Hey guys, why don't orphans play baseball?
Oh God.
Uh-oh. Why?
They can't. They don't know where home is.
Oh.
Oh.
Tomoko's sitting here shaking her head. She looked at her, she says, "Oh my God."
Tomoko there! Tomoko!
You're about to say this.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's like it's imprinted in my mind.
Did you guys hear her? Here you go. Hold on. Go ahead.
Hi, guys.
Hi,
Hey.
Smiley.
Oh. Why?
Konbanwa.
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 You guys want an old Japan story?
Yeah, nice clean one.
Sure, why not?
No,
Say,
true.
somebody.
Just something that really happened. We were out drinking one night here in Shizuoka. We usually went to this place called Couscous on Wednesday nights, and we'd load up. And when we were finished at Couscous, we'd go over to this other place called Bandwagon. And Bandwagon would occasionally have live music or whatever. And so by the time we finished both places, we were pretty sauced. And we were out one night, and this British guy named David, he wanted to stay out and keep drinking. My friend Tim and I wanted to stay out too, so we headed over to this other place, and it was one of these places where there's like they've got the shuttered door when they're closed, and they just like gotta lift it up when they're open, and you step in, and there's literally just a counter. That's all there is. And if you've ever been in Japan, you've probably seen one of these places. It's just a counter with a bunch of seats in front of it, and that's all there's in there. I mean, there's no tables or anything. It's just that counter. So we went in, and we were the only ones in there, and this guy had this massive CD collection right next to the counter, and we were just shit drunk, and we started rifling through his CDs, and we were putting them in our backpacks, and we must have stolen 30 or 40 CDs.
Oh,
Obviously, now, being drunk is not an excuse, but had I not been drinking, I wouldn't have done that. And when I woke up the next morning, I saw that shit, I felt miserable. And I went back to the place. And I gave the CDs back that I had in my bag. And I said, I don't know where the other ones are, but here's the ones that I took. And I gave them back to him. And the guy was actually, he knew when we were doing it that we were doing it, and he didn't say anything. And when I gave him his CDs back, he actually thanked me and gave me a free lunch.
Wow.
Whoa. So the moral of the story is, you may go nick CDs freely. It says John McKay says, were they good CDs?
No, I don't remember. But yeah, when Van Halen was here, we had all access passes for the tour in Tokyo, and we would go over to the Budokan in the afternoon, and we'd watch them, set up the lights and all this and all that. We'd get to watch the sound check. We'd get to hang around with the band afterwards and talk with them, go back and eat with them and stuff like that. And my friend Rob and I were together, and we were on our way over to the Budokan one afternoon, and we decided to stop at the Hard Rock Cafe in Roppongi, and we had our backstage passes hanging around our necks, and when we went in to the Hard Rock Cafe, the staff at the Hard Rock Cafe thought that we worked for Van Halen, so they gave us free lunch and half price on the gift shop.
Oh, right.
That's cool.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we
That
go,
was
oh, we have a gimpy.
Hey, Stephanie.
Sorry,
Hey
Stephanie.
there, Bri.
I forgot to send you the new link.
I think my phone is having a heart attack.
Oh.
If I drop out, it's because my phone can't handle it for some reason.
Hmm.
Can you hear me okay?
We
Yeah.
can hear you
Yeah.
okay. The acoustics from the toilet are fantastic.
No, I'm not. I'm in my bedroom.
Are you calling from a radio show?
No.
Stephanie.
Hey, how do you get a nun pregnant?
How do you get an pregnant?
You dress her as an altar boy.
Wah, 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 wah.
By the way, that I think that's called the sad trombone. That sound.
And not the rusty trombone.
Yeah.
No, not.
That's
The rusty trombone. Okay, Dean. Let's hear what a rusty trombone sounds like. Hit the fart gun.
Sorry, just found a page full of Australian jokes. Anybody want to hear a couple? No, I
well.
don't think so.
Sure.
Oh, they're awful. They really are just pathetic, awful jokes.
Oh, yeah, you didn't miss much, Stephanie. It was probably more fun walking cashew than...
Like we're telling great jokes anyway. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. What's an Australian's idea of foreplay?
Reverse vasectomy, I don't know.
You're okay. What's a Tasmanian's idea of foreplay? You wait, mum.
God.
What's
In the ground.
Oh dear, no, I can't read that.
It's me, you-
What's the difference between a G-spot and a golf ball? An Australian man will actually search for a golf ball.
I think that one's pretty universal.
Yeah, except I never played golf in my life. I've been to a driving range, but not a full game. Anywho.
Do people actually live in Tasmania? Asked Stephanie.
What was that?
Do people actually live in Tasmania?
I don't. What?
Oh, hang on, this is a good one. What's the difference between South Australians and Tasmanians?
I don't know what's the difference between South Australians and Tasmanians.
South Australians learn to swim.
I don't even care to...
Not understand any bit of that.
I think you should drop the term of the week.
Alright.
Pretty...
You can let go of it now.
Term of the week. This week's term of the week is Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln. Okay.
It's when an unconscious person gets jizzed on their face, gets their pubes cut off and applied to the face to form a beard, then adorned with a top hat.
Nice.
Oh, no, I'm removing this out.
Uh-huh. Abe Lincoln. I had not heard that one before.
That went down like a lead balloon as well.
Hang on, there's one called Alabama Hot Pocket. Have you had that term of the week yet?
Hot pocket.
2 terms in a week in one go.
I think we have.
Alright, I'll leave that one then.
So, where did the fart gun come from, Dean? Were you just walking around in the store and you saw something labeled fart gun? You said, I need to have that. Like, how does one go about buying a fart gun?
I don't know where the hell this go. Where did this come from? Kmart.
Why wouldn't you buy a fart gun?
Oh, I'd buy one if I saw one.
Yeah, they are rather cool, aren't they? What was that? Yeah. Yeah, I know that. We all know that. We're just, yeah, Kmart, guys. How much?
Does it actually like?
Oh, Santa Claus. I can't remember. Okay.
Does it only make sound, or does it have a little blast of air?
We should have a blast of air.
It'd be awesome. There's this thing called an airzuka, and it's like a giant funnel. It's a giant funnel with like a it looks like a parachute or something, and the parachute's on elastic, and you pull it back and you let it go, and it just rams air through the funnel, and it goes pretty far, like I don't know, like 30 or 50 feet. You can knock like people's hats off and stuff. So if you combine that with your fart gun, that'd be brilliant.
I can see this middle-aged man walking down the street shooting people with
behind it.
Sorry, I just found out how much it was. 25 Australian dollars.
Oh, I bet your ass puckered when you heard that.
Stephanie says, I'd go for a fart ray gun. When you point at someone, it makes them fart like the brown noise.
Yes. I'm more.
It was constantly on the microwave there. I keep hearing microwave noise.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, it's us. It's me. It's probably either popcorn or a bottle.
Or chicken asshole.
It's all this talk of weird food and this getting hungry.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna take off. You guys have a good night.
Hey, bye, Molly.
Thanks for joining, Molly.
Take it easy, Molly.
Bye, Mrs. Molly.
Oh, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was the fridge door had been left open a bit, not the microwave.
Your fridge makes a beep when it opens? What crazy crap is that?
Yeah.
How big is your fridge door?
About that big.
I can't. I can't.
It's yeah.
Do all fridges there make beeps when they open? Is that like some sort of government mandated safety bullshit?
It's it's an initiative by the Australian government. Just peep and you leave the door open.
And you know, nothing would surprise me. Nothing would surprise me when it comes to shit like that. Governments, politicians trying to legislate safety.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. I walked backwards and an accountant
And then
came up to me and said,
All right.
would you like a reverse vasectomy or would you like a beeping fridge? You chose the beeping fridge.
oh God.
Hmm.
Alrighty. Sorry, I can see the TV. I'm just distracted now. Oh, yes. Dirty Sanchez. No.
Oh, you're being offered to
There's,
eat?
that's not Dirty Sanchez. What's that other group? With Wee Man, Johnny Knoxville. Oh,
Jackass.
what are they called?
Jackass.
Jackass.
The what?
Jackass.
That's it. Yeah, them. They're on TV. I thought they were all
How about that?
dead.
I'm surprised they're not.
One of them died, didn't they? A couple of years ago or something?
Yes, one of them did die. He was in a car accident with a Porsche. He was drunk driving his Porsche,
Mm.
and he just got a new show. I don't remember what the show was called, but like Smash TV or something like that. He had a new show on, I think it was on Spike TV. No, it was on
So,
what's that channel that does a lot of gaming stuff? Oh, whatever. No, it wasn't Spike. It was another. It was a channel that has like a bunch of, they cover like the G4
Oh, yep.
conventions and stuff. I can't remember the name of the channel.
G4
though.
TV.
Oh yeah, G4. There you go. Yeah, he had a new show on that, and they had like 3 shows, and he killed himself, in a drunk driving accident. Him and he had a friend with him.
so his TV show was called Smash TV?
Something like, I don't know. I don't remember what it was called. Something like that. I just remember in one of the episodes they basically recreated the Mario Kart game in real life by like putting like they took these golf carts and or go karts and they rigged them. So like they put like buzzers in the steering wheel. So if you got hit by a lightning bolt, you would actually get shocked by in the steering wheel. And they put all these things like little grease guns that would you can get sprayed in the face with like oil if somebody hit you with a squid. And they went, and I was like, one of the things, and they raced each other. They all dressed as characters from Mario Kart. It was really funny.
So let me guess, if someone gets a blue shell, let me guess, there's like they got like some National Guard unit with the javelin. So if someone gets hit by a blue shell, they just lock on.
Nothing that extreme, but you get that idea. They also did a recreation of Mortal Kombat, where they made like special weapons for the special attacks for all the Mortal Kombat characters, and they all dressed up as like Mortal Kombat characters, and they battled it out. It was pretty funny. It was amusing.
I suppose it was some sort of ironic sort of joke there, isn't it?
It was an amusing time waster, but obviously it didn't last because the main guy got died. I don't remember his name.
Ryan Dunn.
But that might have been it. He had a beard. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
Are we going to wind up, guys?
Sure.
Wouldn't it be winding down?
Yeah, we
winding
wind
down.
up. We wind people up by winding down.
Link to the after show is on our Facebook page. I tried to tweet it out. I don't know if I was successful or not.
So bring your chicken assholes and all things and join us on the after show.
Indeed.
Gimpy's like the most amusing radio caller. There we go, Gimpy. You have a new vocation in life. You're the guy that calls up.
Well, everyone.
That description. Okay.
Everyone has a stop
Oh.
button. Who's going to press it?
Right. Okay. Let's do it simultaneously.
1,
And
2,
jump-
3.
Okay. Bye, everybody. See you next week. Don't do anything we wouldn't
Catch
do.
you later.
Bye.
Mama.
That sort of stuff.
Ta-da.